Good morning, hungry homies. We are a little less than 4 weeks out right now from my first show of the year, so do the math and I'll let you figure it out. But so cardio, all-time high, carbs, all-time low, but that's okay. Feeling terrible also means things are working. So here this morning at Afterburn, I've got my hour of cardio in. I did a little bit of arms and abs, which I've been doing in the mornings. And now we're gonna get into some posing. So we'll see how the physique is looking. So it is half a cup of egg whites and 4 whole eggs and 1 measly rice cake. That's my pre-workout right now. 5 years, over 15,000 individuals have been wrongfully detained under the guise of national security. So I decided I'd walk to the gym today because it's gorgeous out. And I'll get my steps in, and that'll be great. Like I said, I'm at 2 hours of cardio, so it's a little bonus cardio right now. But I was thinking, so we're sort of like in the middle point of the season for both amateurs and pros, and hopefully there is some building interest in competing and, people, wanting to step outside their comfort zone and challenge themselves in the fitness realm. So one tip, I'll kind of go through a few throughout this video, to kind of get started, is go check out and support a local show, whether that's the CPA in Canada or NPC. I highly recommend going and kind of seeing what it's all about. Suss it out, kind of check out to see what the different categories are, what the level of muscularity and conditioning is at local shows. Just so that if you are interested in ever trying to advance your fitness level, leveling up, as they say, then I highly recommend going out and just checking to see what it's all about. Ask some questions, talk to the judges, talk to the promoters, talk to some of the spectators, because chances are they likely have friends or family members that are in the show, and hopefully they can give you kind of like a good idea of what it's like to compete. So support your local shows. gotten back workout, on to my next little, like, if you're interested in competing, is find a coach. Even the best athletes in the world, Phil Heath, Jay Cutler, they had a coach. Chris Bumstead had a coach. Nick Walker had a coach. All these people have coaches. I'm not saying you need to make it an IFBB pro who's your coach, but at least have someone who's competed, and at least can understand the mental game that you need to go through. If you're a female, pick a coach who's either a female or dealt with females in the competitive space. Our brains are very different than guys, so it helps to have some empathy and some understanding from a coach when they've dealt with female competitors. So find yourself a coach, a good one, not just a bro who thinks that they understand a female brain. Something else to consider, especially for first-time competitors, and I was completely guilty of this when I first started, was putting so much stock into social media and as in other social media, constantly trying to compare myself and seeing where this person is at, and comparing myself to people who weren't even in, like, we were not, like, I was playing Bumblebee soccer and they were playing, like, English Premier soccer. So making sure you're not comparing yourself, because as they say, comparison is the death of joy. You will start to really resent the whole process if you're constantly trying to stack up to people who have been doing it for longer or who have different genetics, and really it's just stop comparing yourself to people who've been doing it longer than you. If you're a first timer, look for motivation or admiration or something to work towards, but understand that you're taking these little baby steps and they've taken those baby steps and they're moving way on ahead. So do not compare yourself on social media to other people who are further along in their journey than you. And another one, during peak week, stay the course. Do not start adding in different things or pulling in different things or deciding, and just follow the exact same path that you've been doing this whole time. If you've been using sweeteners, you can keep them in or you can take them out, but I don't recommend doing it the other way. If you haven't been using sweeteners and then add it in, don't do that, because it could cause a lot of indigestion and issues like that. So stay the course during peak week. So as my last meal of the night, I've been craving something chocolatey. So I discovered this YouTube, I guess it was a TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but I tried it the other night and I'm going to show you how to do it, and it works quite well. So you need a quality blender. So I have the Ninja blender here. This one works best if you pre-cook the eggs. Just bear with me. So we've got 1 cup of liquid egg whites. Yes, it's going into the blender. Well, it's sharp. We've got Steve's Zero anything maple syrup. I like it sweet, so don't at me. And then I have Hershey's natural cocoa powder. And do a heaper of that. Put this on the right way. Of course. Okay, ready? Blend it. I know it's freaking weird, but we're gonna do it. All right. Can you see? Probably added too much milk. But it firms up into basically like a pudding, like an egg pudding. So yeah, I'm gonna blend this up some more and I'm gonna put it back in the fridge and I'm gonna have it for later. So stay tuned. Hungry homies, this is the result of the egg white pudding. So I let it sit in the fridge for probably like 3 hours. So if you're someone who doesn't like texture or chunks, it's got a bit of a chunk. I don't mind it because I don't know, I've been doing this for a long time and all these like hacks are just fine by me. But anyway, this has been a full day of eating, sort of broken up. And I hope any one of the tips that I kind of gave you for any one of those first time competitors were helpful. But my last tip is going to be finding the right suit. That's a big one. A lot of people will just get any one suit that they find online. It's really important that you get it custom made to you, your measurements, your cup size, everything. Everyone's hips to vagina are very different. So it's important that you get it properly sized. So finding a reputable suit maker such as Bikini Lab Hawaii. I don't know if she's doing non-pros, amateurs. So, but what she's really good at doing is having a collection of previously owned suits that you can use, and that she will customize them to your measurements, like find you the proper one. So there are ways that you can get it. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, follow along. I'm about 4 weeks out, so stay tuned for more fun, and we're gonna eat this pudding. It's not the real thing, but it does the trick.